A remarkable workshop of wonder.
This is amazing.
Home to experts of every kind.
Thank you.
Together, they revive beloved belongings.
Oh, get an idea of it. This is amazing.
This is absolutely brilliant.
Bringing both the items
This looks like it's seen much better days.
and the memories they hold
It's him. You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
back to life.
Wow.
It's amazing. They are stunning.
I like it.
Welcome to the repair shop.
Good morning.
Good morning, David.
First to arrive at the barn is Bobby Williams from Surrey.
Bobby, hi.
Hi,
Welcome, come on in.
thank you.
The keen sportsman needs help from Dom and the team to get a very special possession match fit.
Is this your chair?
This is my power chair.
Slightly different to any other chair that I've seen though. What's
Yeah.
this for?
This is specifically for power chair football.
What is power chair football?
It's just playing football in an electric wheelchair is the kind of the basics behind it. You score goals and you pass the ball around. It's just a little bit smaller, less players. So the bumper at the front, that is how we hit the ball. You can drive straight into the ball. A lot of the passing, you spin into it. The side of the metal hits the ball.
You're using these edges
Yeah,
to...
so it's basically all of it gets used, and there's a lot of bumps, as you can see.
I
on the
can
chair.
tell, yeah.
Yeah.
This looks like it's had quite a life.
Definitely, yeah.
When did you first get into football then?
It was always a passion of mine to play like football growing up, but I've got Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and the older I got with this disability, your like muscles deteriorate over time. But I will still do everything I can to try and compete with my friends in football as much as I possibly could, but it was tough. And then one week, one of the parents said, there's this Aspire wheelchair football club. I was like,
Oh,
yeah.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, sign me up. And then I went along in my standard wheelchair. And they,
Like the one you're in now?
yeah, like the one I'm in now. And they attached a tyre, and it was just, you would hit the ball on the tyre and just drive with it.
I kind of like the ingenuity.
I was there, straight in the team, like there's nothing to stop me now. Yeah, it really was incredible.
How old were you at this stage?
I would have been 15 or 16 at the time.
So when did you get this chair then?
It was 10 years ago.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the day when this arrived?
Yes.
First match with it?
Yeah, it took a while to get used to it because it's so much more powerful. I was like, oh my God, it's like a Ferrari, like how am I meant to control it? And then to be able to win trophies and be the best at something, like it's just,
Incredible.
I couldn't dream it up better, honestly.
That is amazing. So are you still playing now?
No, I've retired this year actually, and I've been doing some courses to start my coaching journey.
So you're going to be back part of the team, but as a coach this time?
Yes, as a coach.
So why do you want to get this repaired then?
I want to be able to give it to the club and like someone can try it out. Someone who comes along can get in it and have a go, and then that'll be it. They could be the next big thing.
Yeah.
But it's not really in the working condition for anyone to actually be able to compete. The dents and bumps and the wheels, everything about it is just struggling. The motors on it have had so much wear and tear. Like when I would first go to training and I would spin, it would like squeak. There's only when I'd warm up a bit that it would start working.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for trusting us with this chair. I promise you we'll get it match ready once again.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Let me grab the door for you.
Great.
There is a lot of work here to get this ready for a match. I'm going to have to strip it all the way down to deal with the paintwork. I want to powder coat it. It's a really hard wearing finish, which is going to last, importantly. I've also got all of the cushions, the backrest, the seat cushions, the armrests. They're all worn out and need replacing. Most of the cosmetics I can manage, but Underneath this seat base is a lot of wires. David Burville hopefully will give me a hand. I just need to completely dismantle the entire chair down to its individual components. Then I can take it away to be blasted and powder coated, which is very exciting. I do love a road trip.
Brothers Pete and Eric Macready have travelled from Aberdeenshire, but it's a symbol of a Glasgow love story that needs Rebecca's textile expertise.
Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you both.
Hi.
So what have you brought in for us today?
We've got this flag, Speedway flag, that used to fly above the referee's box at the White City Stadium in Glasgow, the home of Glasgow Tigers Speedway team. Dad was an Ashfield Giants Speedway supporter, which rode at the Ashfield Stadium in Glasgow, and Mum was a Glasgow Tigers Speedway supporter, which rode at the White City Stadium. And one evening in 1951, Dad and his friends decided to visit the White City to see the Speedway, and Mum and her friends were there anyway as regulars. So this went on for a couple of weeks. My mum was 16-year-old and my dad was 19-year-old, so they were teenagers.
Okay.
And Dad then picked up the courage and asked Mum out on a date.
Whoa.
And so that was the start of it kind of at that time.
So that's where they met?
Yes, they met
the track?
at the track.
As
the White-
rivals?
They met at the stadium, yes, as rivals.
How much do you know about the flag?
What happened was a decision had been made to build the M8 motorway through the middle of Glasgow, believe it or not.
Right.
And unfortunately, White City Stadium was in the road of this new motorway.
Oh no.
They had to demolish White City. So Dad worked in the shipyards just close by, and one of his lunch breaks, he just walked up just to look at the track and look around, and he actually bumped into the Tigers promoter, Trevor Redmond. And the flag was flying, and he said to Trevor, "Oh, Mr. Redmond, you can't leave the flag there for a demolishing crew." And he turned to Dad and he says, "Well, if you can shimmy up that flagpole, you can have it." And up he went.
No way.
Yes, yes. And unfortunately, that's why the rips, because he kind of tore it off.
In desperation.
Took it off the high flagpole. And that flag has been in our household since the late 60s. Mum passed away when she was 80, and Dad passed away when he was 93-year-old, you know.
93.
So for us as a family to have our parents for so long in our lives is fantastic.
Do you feel a responsibility in a way now it's in your care?
Well, absolutely, because it's like the family heritage, memories.
It's got some creative repairs on here. Are these, is this your handiwork?
Unfortunately not, sorry. We do feel that at some point Dad's handiwork
Yeah.
with the
I love
staples.
the staples. That's kind of
Yes.
how I'd fix a piece of fabric. Yeah. Staple it back together.
And was your dad a bit of a stitcher?
That we have absolutely no idea where the stitching came from, unfortunately.
No.
How do you see this being restored?
It needs to show its age.
Yeah.
It came from the 40s, you know, so
Yeah.
it needs to be that, but a bit
Completely
of
agree.
sprucing up.
It's more preservation.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Preserving what's
Yes,
here,
absolutely.
stabilising. What's the plan for the future?
We're going to present it back to the Speedway team. That's where we want it to be preserved, so that all Glasgow Tigers and any visiting supporters can see it and hear about the story.
Perfect home for it.
Yes.
We'll do the best we can.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, and look after it.
Oh, I.
Don't
I
worry, we will.
Yeah.
Okay, doke.
Thank you. See you later.
Take care. Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care. So I'm just having a look at this great flag. I really like it. However, it has got a little bit of damage, and actually the more I look at it, the more I can see it's got quite a few holes. There's a couple of areas of darning. The red thread's been used, so the first thing I'd like to do is to actually wash it, and by doing that I can rehydrate the fibres, so they should feel much softer. Hopefully some of this staining will come out. It is a fragile textile, so what I'd like to do is give it a full support, a nice new bit of fabric that will go underneath and support the whole flag. I'd like to colour match it so that it'll not only support the flag, but it'll visually infill all of these holes. Before I do that, I must remove some of these staples. So my concern with getting these staples out is that I'm going to cause more damage. It's quite an open weave, it's quite thin, and actually these are really beefy staples. I just might end up with a bit of a hole. So it's just a case of just trying to sort of bend back those little arms and get them out nice and cleanly. I think I'm going to be here a while. I just need to take it steady.
To help the football power chair's metal frame withstand the rough and tumble of future matches, Dom is calling on some specialists.
Hi,
Morning.
how are you doing?
Not too bad, yourself?
First stop, Jed for grit blasting skills.
I need some help. This is part of a power chair. Typically I would paint it, but I know how this is going to be treated.
Yeah.
So I think powder coating will be a better solution.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be more durable than what's on there at the moment.
So what's the process?
We strip it all back as stage one, back to bare metal, and start again from scratch. The bits that size we can get in a hand cabinet like that size, and strip it down with compressed air and crushed angular steel.
Crushed angular steel.
Yeah.
It's almost like sandpaper.
Yeah.
Okay, well lead the way. It's done,
There we go.
just like that.
Yep.
We just need to do the same as that to all of the other parts of the chair.
Yep, not a problem.
With the metal stripped bare,
Hi Don, how are you?
it's on to polyester powder coating with John.
That's the first item I'm going to do. It's hard wearing and will last up to 10 years,
10
maybe
years.
more.
So this is similar to my spray gun, or not?
No, it's got air, but this is worked with electricity.
So this is electronically charged?
Yes,
Is it
but
like...
only very, very, very low.
Okay, and that's what makes the powder stick?
Yes, it'll make the powder go anywhere.
This is very exciting. I can't wait to see this. That is brilliant. That is so cool. It's incredible how, because of that electrical charge, it wraps around, it sticks. But it's just a dry powder.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I have a go? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a go with a smaller bit.
Okay, hold it in your hand like this. You can either go up and down or round and round. There you go.
Yeah?
All right, let me have a look.
How was that? Pass?
Perfect.
Yes. And what happens next?
I'll take this to the oven and cure them.
I'll leave you with that, and I've got to head back to the barn. I can't
Righto.
wait to see how that all turns out.
It look magnificent, I'm
Thank
sure.
you so much.
Back at the barn, Debbie Lee has arrived from Southend-on-Sea in Essex. She has two tiny treasures that could spell double trouble for master goldsmith Richard Talmud.
Hi there.
Hiya.
Hello. Welcome. What are we looking at here?
This is a set of charms that belonged on a necklace that was my mum's, and these are all charms that were on a bracelet for myself, made by my dad from cutlery out of my mum's cutlery drawer.
Knives and forks and spoons?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's Can you do that, Rich? Is that possible?
I've not made them out of stainless steel before.
They are unbelievable.
Incredibly intricate.
What was your dad's name?
His name was David Robert Wackett.
Was he a jewellery maker?
No, he was an engineer. He started out as an apprentice, doing various jobs, and became what they call a bench fitter, which I believe is an engineer that fixes machinery. At work, he was always tinkering, making things in his break times.
And this is what he made?
Yeah. He would go off and make a charm.
How old are they?
I got that bracelet when I was about 7 years old.
Yeah.
So quite a long time ago, 48 years.
I really like the fact that he made one thing for your mum and one thing for you, and you got matching charms as well.
It looks like the duplicates are smaller, presumably on yours, and bigger on hers.
Yes.
I mean, they are so beautifully made, so intricate. And what you've got to remember about like steel as opposed to like silver or gold, it's not quite as malleable. So where things are shaped, he's probably going to have carved that rather than bent it. I look at them with the thought how clever he was at using the things he had.
He was born in 1922, and it was save everything you had.
What was he like as a dad?
Oh, he was brilliant. He was a brilliant dad. I could go to him with anything that was broken, and he'd be like, right, come on, let's go and find something, brass, metal, wood, whatever. That was his little apprentice. He died about 6 years ago at the age of 97, bless him.
97,
Yeah.
wow.
When I was about 11 or 12, I didn't understand the skill that had gone into making that.
Okay.
And of course they weren't soldered on, they got pulled, it got broke. So as it broke, I took the charms off and I wore them on my clothes, and then I lost some. I was like, Mum, and I'd lost some of mine. I wanted the ones off of hers, and then I lost some of hers.
How many charms have been misplaced now?
From Mum's, there is a boot, there is a guitar and the letter J for her name, Joyce. And from mine, there is the cutlery, a cross, the key, a guitar, and a letter D.
Have you got any of your mum's cutlery left that could possibly be used?
Yeah, I do have some of hers indoors that might be able to be used.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
How's it going to feel to you to have these both restored and be able to wear them again?
To be able to wear it would be the legacy that my dad and the bracelet deserved.
Well, they're in the right hands. We'll see you very soon.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank
Bye.
you, Debbie.
These are amazing.
Aren't they? These charms really are absolutely fantastic. It's quite mind-blowing to me that someone whose job wasn't even making small pieces of jewellery like this has actually managed to make these out of stainless steel cutlery. And what he's done is he's scaled each of the items down so they're both identical, but he's just made a bigger one for Debbie's mum and a smaller one for Debbie. And I'm just glancing across at them here and just wondering what parts of cutlery I could be using to make these. I can see here that I've only got one cross. Now, looking at that cross, I would say it was most likely that that was made out of the prongs of a fork, but bigger items like the boot, which I know I've got to replace, you know, that's quite a large block. And what I can't do with steel, which I can do with gold, is I can't melt it down. I've got to actually find something that is big enough for me to carve back. So just going to need to now take all of these from the broken parts of the chain and then try and work out a plan for remaking these. David, how you doing?
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm also hoping that these are good.
Oh, well.
These are the motors and gearboxes from Bobby's power chair.
Oh, yes, yeah.
He did mention that the batteries are tired, but he said when he first turns on the chair at the start of a game, the gearboxes are a bit sluggish. Would you have a look?
Yeah, no problem at all. I'll open them up, have a look, and we'll see where we go.
You're a star.
Okay, mate. No
Thank
worries.
you, mate. See you, mate.
Rebecca has made progress with the Speedway flag, but she's barely finished the first lap.
So I've successfully removed all of the staples, and I've just put some temporary net over these splits just to hold everything together, because actually they're quite fragile now. So I'm thinking about washing the flag, but before I can do that, I just need to test to see if these fibres are colour fast. I don't want the red running into the white. So to check whether the colour is fast, I need to replicate the washing process. So I need to wet the fibres. So what I'm going to do is put some blotting paper under the area that I'm testing. So this will absorb the water. And just drop a little bit on. I'll do a couple of little areas because the dye may have varied. Just weight that down. So if these colours bleed, I sort of have to rethink my treatment. So let's see what's happening under here. Oh, that works okay. That's good. So I'm just going to have a look at the other corner. Oh, that's interesting. So I've got some red on this. That's a bit disappointing. Actually, it's on the bottom as well. It's definite red, but there's 2 lines. Yeah, so that's not great news. The actual fabric of the original flag is colour fast. However, the threads that have been used for the repairs are the source of any dye bleeding problems. This area here, which has a lot of the darning, is sitting right between the G and the L, so those lovely white letters, and I don't want this lettering to end up pink. So I've taken the decision to remove this darning from this area here. The positive is that it will actually allow this part of the fabric that's puckered to sit down nice and flat, and then I can also position the G and the L so that will sit as it should be. I must say it doesn't feel that great. You know, I'm unpicking all of these stitching, and this is going to look worse before it looks better.
The frame of the power chair now has its durable powder coating, so Dom can add Bobby's latest team colours. And David is applying his many talents to the chair's electrics and mechanics.
I've got everything just connected at the moment, so I can give it a little bit of a test. So I'm just going to see what happens. So we've got rotation, that's good. That means that the actual control circuits are good. The motors are working, that's good. But Bobby did mention that they were a little bit sluggish to start with. Now that may be because the grease in the gearbox has just gone a little bit sticky. So I'm going to open the gearbox up and check it and see what the state of the grease is, replace it if I need to. So that's sliding apart now. So that is actually the gearbox. So I can see there's some grease, probably the original grease. I'll just get rid of that big dollop of grease first. That really is sticky, that grease. It's almost like bubble gum. So it's no wonder that it was actually sticking the gears. That really is horrible stuff. So I've got a bowl of degreaser, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally brush off the grease from the gearbox. That's not even fully degreased yet, and already just spinning that I can feel that that is so much freer. So I'm now going to put some nice new grease on. So this grease is a much lower viscosity than the previous grease, so a little bit more liquid. It means that it will spread around a lot easier, so it's going to be a lot better for getting the power straight away rather than waiting for the motors to warm up.
Richard now has the essential material he needs to recreate large charms for the necklace and scaled down versions for the bracelet.
Now, Debbie was kind enough to send me in some of her mother's cutlery. I'd like to try and use as much of Debbie's mum's cutlery as I possibly can so as to keep the integrity of this project. And if I look here on the base, in between the handle and the blade of this knife, I've got quite a nice little plump bit here and here, which would be brilliant for making this part of the boot. And then for the guitar, I'd like to make use of this part of the prong here, which will act as the fretboard, and then I can cut my outline of my guitar from there, and that should also be a really good piece of metal to cut out the D and the J for the little letter initials. Debbie sent me a reference picture here. It's a classic Spanish guitar. What I've done is I've reduced the image down on a copier to this little fella here, and then just as a pure reference for outline and size, I'm going to affix this to this area of the fork, then I'm going to cut round it, and that should be my guitar. God, yeah. It really is tough old metal. Working with precious metals is like cutting through butter compared to this. Right, that was a lot of effort cutting that one little guitar out. I now need to drill the sound hole. Pop a little black marker on there. Now I'm going to attempt to drag this all the way up the fretboard to simulate a string. Hey, there you go, one finished guitar. First charm done, many more to come.
Having removed the stitching that threatened to cause colour bleeding on the flag, Rebecca can use water and detergent to treat decades of soiling.
What I'm going to do is push the sponge down, so that sort of pushes the detergent in, and then the action of releasing the sponge kind of sucks it all out. It's an old flag, so it is fragile, and if I would be sort of scrubbing away, rubbing those textile fibres, that's going to cause more damage. Quite methodical. I need to sort of make sure that I'm working across the whole flag. Any stain removal or major dirt removal I won't be able to see until the flag is dry. So that's the whole of the surface has been sponged, so I'm just going to let that sit for a little while. Then I'll rinse it to make sure I remove all of the detergent, and then I will pin it out to dry.
The football power chair consists of hundreds of parts, so Dom and David have joined forces to reassemble it.
I know this is all built so well, so solidly, but incredible. I can understand why. Some of the amazing matches that Bobby's played in.
Yeah.
This needs to last, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Should we put the front section on?
That is quite a lump, isn't it?
Yes. Don't scratch the paint now.
No, right. I've got this side. It's more akin to a race car.
It's going to be a winner.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be a winner.
This power chair enabled Bobby to pursue his passion for football at the highest level, but wear and tear had left it sidelined. Now he hopes it will help a talented youngster at the club where he now coaches to achieve their sporting dream.
Bobby, hi. How are you doing? You okay?
Yes, very good.
So how have you been feeling since leaving your power chair with me?
There's a big kind of empty gap in my shed. Yeah, it's been a bit odd. It not being there, but I kind of see it as an exciting thing for someone else, knowing that if I can just make it a bit easier for someone and just help their career, could coach them to win something in my chair.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy thought.
It's amazing.
It's quite a special story, actually.
Are you ready to take a look?
Absolutely. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is unbelievable. That looks newer than it did when I got it. I can't remember the last time I saw it like this. Wow, that is so impressive. I don't know how you've done that, if I'm honest. Wow, that's crazy that someone, like, I actually played in that for that many years, and seeing it like this is incredible. And with the colours, and that is, yeah, I mean, it's seriously so cool.
It's been one thing taking it apart and rebuilding it and getting it working again. But do you fancy having a go?
Absolutely. I haven't played in a while because I've been on my coaching journey.
Okay.
But now I've seen it like this, I can't wait to get back in it.
Well, I can help there because I've arranged for a few of your friends to come down from your team. Here they come. Hello! God, they are quick.
Yeah. That's the least of it.
You ready to give it a go?
Oh yeah, let's go. Can't wait.
Come on then.
Oh, I'm going to be so bad.
Oh no!
Playing in the chair again, it felt weird at first. I haven't played for such a long time. But yeah, it felt cool. It felt nice.
Oh,
There's power on this. Someone's going to be very lucky to be able to have this.
oh, come on, Bobby.
Yes!
Come on, go!
Still got it. Never lost it, mate.
Having cleaned the fragile Speedway flag, Rebecca's focus is now on returning it to strength.
I need to dye a piece of fabric that I can then use as a support to put behind the whole of the flag. I need to dye that to the correct red, as I'm going to be using scarlet and brown. I need to bring up the temperature gradually to 90 degrees. It'll give the dye the opportunity to get into those textile fibres.
Do you know, I love being here with you because you started off working on organs and now it's anything. Absolutely anything. It's so versatile.
Well, I'll try, yeah.
Counting on David's versatility, Sarah Weir from Harrogate, with a family treasure that's provided years of fun.
Hi there.
Hello.
Oh, this is great.
It's wonderful.
Now, I've seen a few of these before, but I can never remember what they're called.
It's a bagatelle game.
I was going to call it a tagatelle, but I think that's a kind of pasta, isn't
I
it?
think you might be right there.
Whereabouts do you get it from?
We inherited it as a family from my great uncle Dick, who had it from 1936. He gave it to us in the 60s. He didn't have any children. My father and mother had 3 children, and so he gave it to us.
Perfect gift for a family with kids.
Oh, exactly, yeah. Any child can play it. You don't really need any skill.
Now, aren't there usually ball bearings or something like that to go with it?
There are ball bearings. We've lost quite a few over the years. You have a stick and a ball bearing. So you line the ball up in here, and then you push it either as hard or as gently as you like.
And then the ball goes flying round here.
It goes round, bounces off the nails. The aim is trying to get it down to the bottom where the higher scores are.
Yeah, wow.
I've seen 5 generations play on this board. In 2017, I had my father playing, who was nearly 90, and then I had my grandson, who was 10 months old.
Who got the highest score out of the 2 of them, though?
Probably my father. I think. Yeah. He was a bit more controlled than my grandson.
What's your first memory of it?
When I was a child, at 8, 9, when I first started to play on it, my mum was very, very keen on traditions. My brothers and I, we were all adopted, all from different families, into the Chapman clan. And it was really important, she said, that we were made to feel like we belonged. We go to church, we have lunch, the washing up has to be done, and then the bagatelle board comes out. My grandson, Rupert, is autistic. So he would really prefer to be sat by himself somewhere.
Yeah.
But then, when this comes out, he wants to come and have a go.
That's lovely.
You can't ask for any more than that, really, can you?
No, that shows the draw of it.
It just brings everybody together.
Yeah.
Is it quite competitive?
Yes. Only the person that scores the highest at Christmas gets their name recorded on the back.
Let's have a look at the markings on the back.
That's one there at 38. That's my great uncle Dick, right? This one, John C., that was my father. He had a good run then. This is me.
Oh, well done.
2021, actually managed to get my name on it for the first time.
That must have been quite a big thing to get your name on the back of the
Oh,
board.
yes. There's no prize, just the honour of having it
Yeah.
and knowing that you're the best.
What are your concerns with it?
Well, first off, that if this part here gives way, then the balls are just going to go flying all over the floor. We've survived with like the nails being bent, but it would be a much truer game, I think, if they were up there. There's a nail missing here as well. Obviously the numbers are getting harder and harder to see. I just want the fact that it will be stable enough so that everybody can still carry on playing it.
When you come back, could you bring some of the balls and the stick with you?
I can. I didn't bring them with me because I didn't want you to be distracted.
Well, with this one, yeah, I can see that.
So, yes, I will bring them back and I'll challenge you to a game.
Leave it with us and we'll see you soon.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.
This is great, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant.
Well, the quicker you fix it, the quicker we can get playing.
I can't wait.
Right.
Cheers, mate. Well, what a wonderful thing this is. But unfortunately, all those years have taken their toll on it. The main visible damage is this side piece. I'm going to have a think about how I attend to that. The other thing was that these little transfers, a lot of them, you just can't read them or they're gone completely. So I think I'm going to have some new ones made. The pins, the majority of them are there, but they're just rusty and dirty, so those I'm going to clean up. There are a few which are missing, so I think I'm going to have to make some new ones. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove all the pins, and then I can actually start looking at the woodwork.
I've attached the support fabric to the flag and it's worked really well, and I'm really pleased with the final result. So now I've just got a few details that need addressing. This number 4 has lost a lot of its white fabric, so what I'd like to do is just fill this area in so that it's a solid number 4. So I'm going to use a large piece of fabric, stitch around the 4 where the missing fabric is, and then I'm going to trim off the excess. And this is very much in keeping with the way the numbers were done originally. That's pinned in place. I can stitch around the inside edge of the number 4. If I do little back stitches, which means I'll go in and out, but my stitch will go back on itself. So I'll end up with a continuous line of stitching. That will not only hold the fabric in place, but it'll also prevent any fraying of this fabric. So I've just got to work my way around the whole of this outline, just sort of feeling my way along until this patch is securely in place. Oh, I hope this works. The next thing I'm going to do is trim off the excess fabric. I need to be a little bit cautious because obviously I've got the original flag underneath, so I need to make sure I don't actually cut that. Okay, well, that's holding, so that's good. And actually, I think just a few little more snips and that will just neaten that edge up. So it's great when the plan comes together.
David has come up with a way to stabilise the fractures in the side rail of the bagatelle while concealing his repair.
Basically, I'm going to use a piece of veneer and I'm going to splice that into the original wood. I'm going to cut a channel into either side of the break, and then that will allow me to insert a new piece of wood veneer So it allows me to use the original wood, but it will give it that strength back again. The only downside with that sort of repair is that I've got to remove all of this old wood so that I can actually get to it and cut it nicely. That's the first bit off, so that's good. And then, right, so that's come off. I think somebody had actually tried to glue that on. So now that's apart, I can see the middle layer of the veneer, and that's the one that I want to actually renew. So the first thing I need to do is cut into this section. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting up through this middle layer. I want to probably go about 30mm into each side, and then that will give me a nice gluing area and enough material to actually make a really good strong joint. Okay, so that's actually cut deep enough, and so now what I can do is cut a corresponding slot into the small piece that marries up to it. So just so those slots are now cut. I've got some veneer here. Now this is actually beech wood. The original is made from birch. Beech is just a little bit stronger, and just going to try that in there, and actually that fits really nicely. And once that's glued together, I can feel already that that's going to bring that strength back into that side rail, so that's really good. So now I can do the same to the other sides and glue them in place.
It's been tough going recreating the missing charms from cutlery, and now Richard's tackling one of the trickiest.
Just carving away here on this part of the knife in order to make the bigger boot. Just for comparison, we've got the original one there that David made. So I'm just trying to copy all of the contour and the detail as much as possible. So to get the main shape of the boot, firstly I cut the top off of here with a diamond disc, and now I'm using some quite heavy duty files here, certainly a lot more heavy duty than I'd usually use in jewellery, to start to get the detail in here. I'm just curving the back part of the boot here.
What are you up to?
I am making some charms out of stainless steel cutlery, believe it or not.
So unusual. Where do you start?
With some very sharp files.
That's a boot.
That is indeed. That's all been made.
Oh, it makes total sense, because that's the handle.
That's it.
You've got such an odd brain to be able to see that in a in a knife. A knife to boot.
I've now got to the point where I need to carve away just inside the boot top here. Again, I'm working with a different material here. I have to use something with a little bit more strength. I'm going to be using this hand drill, which I borrowed off Steve, with a diamond tip burr. Hopefully that's going to do the trick. This metal upon metal grinding sound, whilst my ears are quite used to it. Feeling a little bit sorry for everyone else in the barn at the moment. I've got the angle I want, now I just need to cut it off the handle.
Rebecca is approaching the finishing line with the flag, and Dom's helped to prepare it for a future on display.
I come with gifts.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I've made a frame.
That's beautiful.
To keep the flag safe.
Oh, thank you. That is really, really nice.
You're welcome.
Oh.
It's all done. How are you getting on with the flag?
Great, I've just got to finish stitching it to the board. Yeah, and then I'm done. I can get it into the frame.
Can I have a look?
No. You can have a look when I'm finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
You can.
This flag flew above the heads of two young people who shared a passion for Speedway and then for each other over 70 years ago. But this symbol of their love was tattered and fragile.
Wow.
Look all right?
Oh my goodness. Oh, it looks so good. You must be so pleased.
I am. Yeah, it's come up all right, hasn't it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Clean hands.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's get it covered.
Okay.
Now their son Eric hopes it will live on as a testament to their love.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Thank you for having me back. More nervous now than I don't know when I've ever been as nervous as this. Maybe my wife having children. I don't know, maybe it's that.
Really?
Wow.
Very nervous. When we handed it over, it was in an awful state. So I'm just anticipating of waiting to see what's behind that cover. It's not my flag, it's not Peter's flag. It's Mum and Dad's flag.
Do you want to take a look?
Yes, please.
Let's do it.
Yes, please.
Ready?
Oh my goodness. Goodness sake. Oh God, you can put... That's beautiful. That is unbelievable, Rebecca. Look at the number 4. It's been restored. Where'd the staples go?
Yeah, I did remove those.
That is, it's amazing it's the same flag.
Yeah.
What we plan to do is to give that back to Glasgow Tigers for them to show and new Tiger supporters.
Yeah, and at the heart of that story,
it's my dad.
It's your dad and
my
your parents.
dad.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. I can't believe it. Thank you very much for that.
Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Rebecca has done an outstanding job with that flag. Just unbelievably happy for my dad, for my mum and for the family. Dad was never a hugger, but he would have hugged Rebecca when he saw who that she'd done to his flag.
David has turned his attention to the pins, which guide the ball on the bagatelle.
So I've now managed to clean up all the old rusty pins and straighten them up, but I'd got some that were missing, so I want to recreate the original style. So I'm using this panel pin, which is the right diameter, and then I'm going to try and put a nice dome on that. I'm just going to introduce some heat with a little gas torch and get that nice and hot, and then once that's red hot, then I can just use a hammer and start to actually shape that over a little bit. I might need several goes. The metal doesn't retain the heat very well. So as I'm tapping it with the hammer, I'm trying not to actually bend the top of the nail over. So that's actually starting to flare out a bit. Certainly from the diameter of the original, it's taking a little bit of time, but it is actually making progress. This is definitely a test of patience doing anything like this. So that's actually looking really good. Just gonna red hot that and then quench it just to harden it again. So that actually looks reasonably close, I think. I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm just gonna spray paint all of them and then they'll be ready to put back into the board.
After his struggles, Richard is taking a moment to admire his charming creations, but his final task awaits, ensuring that they never get lost again.
Originally, these charms were just joined straight onto the chain itself via an open link, which means they were never sealed, and the weight was pulling down and meant the chain was going to open, and it was just inevitable that the charms would get lost. So I want to do everything I can to ensure that that doesn't happen again for Debbie. I'm actually going to go over each of the jump rings with my laser welder and just tack them shut. That means that there's no way that these are ever going to come off.
This charm necklace and bracelet were a symbol of a man's love for his wife and daughter, but they'd long been missing many of the charms that demonstrated his extraordinary talent.
Rich, you have been busy, haven't you? That's amazing.
Thanks, mate.
Debbie has set her heart on honouring her dad by ensuring these unique pieces of jewellery are worn again.
Hi, Debbie.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Hiya, thank you.
Now, these charms have been the talk of the town. Do you know, I still can't believe that your dad actually made them.
I can't believe it either. Now, it's going to be the chance to be worn all the time, hopefully.
What your dad did for you was truly a one of a kind.
Yeah.
Truly.
He just loved making things.
Are you ready to take a look at what Rich has done for you?
Yes, very, very ready to have
You
a
ready?
look. Yes.
You excited?
Yes.
All right, Rich. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Here
my
we
goodness
go,
me.
indeed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe it. Look at the D. Oh, that is fantastic. And the guitars. Oh my god. And on Mum's, you've made the boot. You are so clever. Not as clever as my dad, but
No, indeed.
absolutely amazing. It's shining back at me. I'm just dazzled. They've never been together like this before. And that just looks right. Yeah, am I allowed to try on?
Of course.
There we go. You think that is amazing? Look at that. Wow. I'm not normally stuck for words, but I am actually stuck for words. Thank you so much. I can't stop looking at it. Yeah, I'm kind of shaking there with it, so very, very special.
I think they look great, and do you know what? They are made to be worn, so many more years of wearing for you.
Thank you so much again.
It's been a pleasure.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
What Rich has done is just beyond words, really. Dad would be absolutely blown away. I'm just feeling over the moon. I'm absolutely ecstatic.
David has brought the Bagatelle's components up to scratch to withstand future contests. Now he's ensuring that its looks measure up too, with a coat of French polish.
I'm going to start at the bottom of the frame and then work my way round. It's a little bit cold in the barn today, so that can cause me some problems with French polishing. What can happen is you get what we call blooming, or the polish will go a sort of a milky colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little tiny heater just to put a little bit of warmth on the surface once I've actually put the coat on. So that's looking really good. I'm really pleased with that. It's not bloomed, which is marvellous. So I'm just going to carry on with the rest of the woodwork, and then I can actually start thinking about putting some pins back in.
This bagatelle had played a central part in family get-togethers for some 90 years, and enthusiastic use had left it decidedly battered.
David, almost looks brand new.
Yeah.
Hope she likes it.
Its custodian, Sarah, has high hopes that it's now robust enough for many more friendly family competitions.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Yes, and you, and you. And I'm excited. I've seen 5 generations play on this so far, and I'm hoping that the next 5 generations will be playing on it.
Are you ready to see?
I am.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay,
Great, great.
Oh my goodness, look. Oh gosh. Oh, that is fantastic. Wow. All the nails. Absolutely superb. Oh, I can't stop grinning. All the numbers, look at them. Oh, I won't need my glasses on to read those. I'll be able to just see it. I've never ever seen it look this good. Got the side all restored there. Thank you, that is just fantastic. The family will love it, absolutely love it.
When we last saw you, there was promise of a game. Did you bring the stick and balls with you?
I think I might have done.
Yes! Here we go. No way! Look at that on your first go as well.
125. Your turn.
Thank you.
Right, come on, Dave.
So, here we go.
Ooh,
Okay,
35.
35's good. Right.
No pressure.
Oh! Well, 15's slightly underwhelming, I'll be honest.
Well, it was a good effort.
Oh, my word. It's addictive, though.
It is.
How did it feel to play?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. Hopefully when I'm 90 I'll still be there pushing my stick. Thank you very, very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
All the best.
Thank you. Bye. It's like a different game. It's like having it brand new. I'm hoping that the future will be as long as its past has been. So another 90 years. My grandchildren will remember me and remember my parents playing with them. So just a way of creating really, really great memories.
If you have a treasured possession that's seen better days and you think the team can help, please get in touch at bbc.co.uk/takepart and join us in the repair shop.